Hello and welcome to the Portrait Profit Show. This is show number 200. Hey there, Lens Legends. Welcome to the 200th episode of the Portrait Profit Show, where we focus on the business side of photography. I'm your host, Jim Landers. I'm your guide on the business side, and it's my mission to uplift portrait photographers to make a great income doing what they love. Each week on the Portrait Profit Show, you get tips and systems on the business side of photography designed to help you gain a mastery over marketing and sales, reducing the struggles that most photographers face so you can finally get what you deserve. This show is for photographers who feel they've got something to learn on the business side. And so if that's you, you are in the right place. Welcome to the Portrait Profit Show. The Portrait Profit Show is brought to you by Digital Pro Lab and Landers Photography School. For Digital Pro Lab, Amanda and her wonderful, amazing team make you look like a hero. Yeah, they're that good. If you have not tried working with Digital Pro Lab yet, what are you waiting for? They make the process easy. The people they employ love this stuff and they do it as a career. And the side effect, just the default, is you look great to your clients. That's why I say they make you look like a hero. Go to digitalprolab.com. Experience the difference yourself. And for Landers Photography School, Landers Photography School is my company. And I teach both the photography side and the business side. Of course, if you're watching the show, you know me for the business side, but I teach both. But I do lean on the business side uh, for the past several years because I love helping photographers do what it is that they're passionate about. There is room for you to be a successful photographer, to make a great income doing what it is that you love. Now, I want to, and by the way, that what you see down on the bottom of the screen right now, if you write down that URL, then that will take you to a free, will take you to my calendar for a free session with me, just to talk about your goals, your direction, what it is you want to get out of this. So do a screenshot because I'm about to take it off. I want to encourage you to make comments and ask questions throughout this discussion today. So use that comment section. I want you to go to the comment section right now and enter in hashtag live. That way I know you're watching me live right now here on Facebook or on Instagram or on LinkedIn or on YouTube. We're simulcast to 8 different places. So you're at one of those places. For those watching the replay, though, please comment hashtag replay. I also request that you share the Portrait Profit Show because that's how people find out about us. We don't have a marketing budget that lets the world know. We're doing this for free for you. And the price that we're asking for is that you click the share button and let other people know. That's it. That's all we ask. Now, today we have a fun and interesting topic. Well, we do every single time have a fun and interesting topic, but this one today is called the photographer's, and let me make that small. This one is called the photographer's price list, or excuse me, task list. Price list is important too, but the photographer's task list for January 1st, which today is the 30th. So that's only 2 days away. So timely topic for today. As the clock strikes midnight and a new year begins, it brings with it the, I don't know, perfect opportunity for reflection, renewal, and a fresh start. It is just the right time to reset, to reorganize, and to set the tone for a productive and successful year ahead. This lesson today is a comprehensive task list designed to help photographers start the new year with clarity and purpose, ensuring that every aspect of their business is finely tuned and ready for the coming challenges and opportunities. From updating the metadata in your camera and software to sending personalized New Year's greetings to clients, each task is carefully chosen to align perfectly with the beginning of the year. There are parts that you might consider to be New Year's resolutions, but these are specifically made for photographers. Resolutions that will enhance your business operations, improve client relations, and inspire your continuing creative journey as you head towards your ideal life. This list today also includes thoughtful suggestions for long term improvements and creative inspiration, encouraging photographers to elevate their business and their passion throughout the year. By dedicating time on January 1st, photographers can ensure a well organized, legally protected, creatively fulfilling, and personally balanced year. Using this detailed guide, it will quickly become obvious how starting the year with these specific actions make a significant difference in your photography business and in your life. Whether it's setting up an annual content plan, refreshing your portfolio, or planning personal projects, each step is aimed at helping you achieve greater success and satisfaction in your professional journey and in your life. Now, if any of that sounded interesting to you and you think you might want that, let me know in the comments. Just say yes, or yes, I need this, or let's do it. Let's go, Jim. And always, if you would like today's handout, let's put that up on the screen. So, up in the top right corner is the QR code to get today's handout. Yes, I charge for it, but not much, just $10. But every episode of the show, there is a handout. So if you want the handout, just reach out to me and let me know. Now, I do this personally, I do it manually. So therefore, if you order it right now, you won't get it till after the show. But it still has value because you know what? There's probably an advantage to getting it after the show because then your mind is focused on what is being shared rather than reading ahead, which is what I tend to do. Get that handout. Let me put this URL on the screen as well. Let's see. There it is. So do a screenshot and type that into your browser, and that'll take you straight to the downloadable handout for today. Today we're going to be talking about three main things. Well, three main categories. Uh, a must-do list, the top 8 of the must-do list. An additional 12, this is the second part of 12 considerations and suggestions. And the third part is some outside of the box suggestions. I'll give you 8 of those as well. The first of the 8, update your camera copyright and comment metadata every year on January 1st. Update your copyright statement in your camera to reflect this current year. Now, I have a bonus suggestion. Check and adjust your camera's time to ensure accuracy in your timestamp. Number 2, adjust copyright year in Lightroom or whatever manipulation tool you use to organize and manipulate and finalize your images. If you're in Lightroom, then just go to the library module, open the metadata drop down menu, select edit presets, update the year in the copyright section, and then save that updated preset. The third, update social media and website bios. So this is where you're going to review and update your bios on all social media platforms and your website. This ensures that any new achievements or services that you offer or changes in your business are reflected in your bio. If you don't have a list of the places where you are listed, make sure you make one. You probably listed yourself in several different places over the years. Make sure you have a list of all those. And although I don't recommend this, some people will say things like, I've been a photographer for 7 years. So if you choose to do it that way, great, that's fine. But just remember, you're going to have to change it to 8 now at the beginning of the year. Number 4 of the first 8, back up and archive last year's work. It's kind of like clearing your desk. Ensure that all digital files from the previous year are securely backed up and archived. This not only protects your work, but also frees up space for new projects. Recommended: use both cloud storage and in office physical backups. In office, I use a NAS that is 4 times redundant. That way, if when a hard drive fails, there are 3 more backing it up. It gives me plenty of time to put in a new hard drive, and it immediately starts populating that new hard drive with the information on the other 3. Real easy to do. Number 5, marketing and client engagement. This is the suggestion I have at this time of year is to send a New Year's greeting to your clients via email. And you may choose to automate this, but you might also choose to personalize this. It actually depends on how many clients you have. If you've got and this is clients versus prospects, you might want to send New Year's greetings to prospects as well. But I'm talking about the clients that you've had in the last year or within the last couple of years, whatever is more recent for you and the way you do business. So send New Year's greetings to clients via email. And I suggest that you use January 1st as a natural opportunity to send personalized New Year's greetings to clients, expressing gratitude for their support and encouraging them to book in the future. But I do recommend that you automate this process. You've got to make this easy on yourself, and there are automation tools making this easy. It doesn't make it easy to customize it. You can change the name, but and maybe certain fields that you create yourself. But I do recommend that you automate this process so it just happens on its own. Now, if you're going to automate this for something that happens every single year on its own, say don't do that because you want to change that message up a little bit each year. So still automate it though. Write it ahead of time so that it goes out on its own whenever it is that you want to on January 1st or maybe January 2nd or maybe sometime during that first week. But something at the beginning of the year saying, thanks, last year was fantastic. Or it could be at the end of this year, it could be right now. Number 6, plan and schedule social media content. Outline your social media content calendar. Now, I do recommend you automate this, but plan key dates, promotions, and events to maintain a consistent and engaging online presence. If you don't have an annual plan, develop an annual content plan for the year, outlining key themes, topics, types of content that you want to produce. This helps you have a consistent and engaging content strategy and automate it. That way you don't have to do this manually. It takes too long to do it manually. You won't do all the things that you want to do if you have to do it manually. You'll forget stuff. Number 7, financial and tax preparation. Depending on how you choose to do it, because people do it in different ways. Some do it with folders. You may set up new folders for the current year's financial documents to keep everything organized. You have a place to drop things. Not everyone does it this way, but if it applies in your situation, you can do that. But look over your finances, your planning, what it is you're going to be doing on that side of things. Number 8 of the first 8, renew or refresh business licenses. Now, in many areas that I work with, there are no business licenses for photographers. So this wouldn't apply to you. But since it does apply to some, I need to mention it. Uh, Ensure that all necessary business licenses and permits are up to date for the new year. Again, the majority of the people that I work with do not have to do that. but some do. If you need additional guidance for any of the things I've mentioned so far and am going to be mentioned, for private coaching sessions, so that I can use to help you implement the strategies and your unique business needs. And together we create customized solutions that help things work easily, quickly. Just reach out to me, Jim at landersphotoschool.com. Jim at landersphotoschool.com. Now, make sure you click that like button. Make sure you click that love button each time you hear something that's interesting. Now, if you're watching this and you click on the video itself, you can actually hit the like button multiple times. But if you're just in the feed, it only lets you hit the like button one time. But each time you hear something that you like or love, let me know. Let me hear it. And right now, if you haven't already, go to the comment section and enter in a hashtag live. Let me know that you are right here, right now, watching live. I see a lot of you have done that already. I appreciate that. I see Robert and Valerie and Janice and Crystal and Robin and a whole bunch more. Um, Too many to list right now, but thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it, and thank you for being here on our 200th uh, anniversary or 200th show. I want to tell Robert thank you for saying that. Happy 200th show. Thanks, Robert. Appreciate that. And oh, Janice too. I appreciate that, Janice. There we go. I appreciate that. 200. That's a lot. Whew. It's hard to imagine that it's been that many. Yep. All right. Moving on to the next topic. These are 12 considerations and suggestions that that I wouldn't necessarily put in the must-do list. Some of you will put this in your own must-do list. But this is at least some suggestions or things that I want you to consider. So these are additional tasks that could also align well with the beginning of the year, but could be planned actually for any time. So in your situation, number one is an annual performance review. And that's where you're conducting a detailed review of your business performance over the last year, analyzing key metrics and identifying areas where you could improve. There's always room for improvement, right? Yeah. Set specific measurable goals for the new year based on this performance review. Let me enhance that suggestion. Automate this process to happen at the beginning of each month. So that you've at the end of each month, you get a report from your CRM, your client relationship management program that helps you understand how you've done over the last month. That way, you're not waiting a year to implement changes. Number two of 12, refresh your studio or workspace or both. Spend time cleaning and organizing your studio and your workspace. This desk that you have sitting here that you are working with, if you have that. If you just have a laptop, well, then clean the desktop on the laptop. Is that what it's called? Now that I think about it. Well, keep everything organized, because an organized environment where everything has a home and everything is in its home, it boosts productivity, and creativity is something that is energy for us. If we have creative energy, then we can do what we do, what we're passionate about. If that is drained because of our environment, mm, we're not setting ourselves up for success, are we? Number three, evaluate and update your marketing materials. Evaluate and update your marketing materials. Take a fresh look at your marketing materials. That includes your website, your social media channels, your link tree, or whatever you have as a listing for your social accounts so that others can find it. Your ads, your digital ads, your print ads, your business cards, your brochures, your signage, everything that is public facing. Review it and then update it. I mean, you may have some new branding elements or some new testimonials that you've received, some featured work that you want to share. Number four, audit and update your SEO, search engine optimization. Audit and update your SEO. Review and update the SEO settings on your website to ensure that you are using the latest and best practices. These change over time. There are things that you may have been told to do or you learned or maybe were working before that the search engine that maybe Google is not doing anymore or is even downgrading you for doing it. Stay on top of this stuff. There are people who do this kind of thing and who help you out with this kind of thing. Someone like Yusuf Chowdhury can help you with this kind of thing. This includes updating keywords, meta descriptions. Oh, and who else can help you with that? Jeffrey Truitt can help you with things like that. So reach out to Jeffrey Truitt. This includes updating keywords, meta descriptions, and image alt text to improve your search engine ranking. Number five, take a look at what professional memberships you have and what subscriptions you have for your photography, for your business. Review them. Look over them. Review memberships to your professional photography organizations or camera clubs or any groups and subscriptions to industry publications or membership sites or software services. And if you don't have this already, create a list of every single one of these groups and organizations that you're a member of for your photography business purposes. Keep track of these things. You joined them for a reason. The reason is probably still there, but you've got a million things going on. So maybe we need to prioritize. Adjust the list immediately as you join or leave groups. Maybe even have some criteria for yourself to join or leave groups. That way it fits the description. It makes sure that you are still heading in the right direction. Number six, plan professional development. This is workshops, courses, classes, conferences that you might want to attend during the year. Set aside time and budget for these. Have that as have a continuing education as part of your budget. I mean, how many times have you said, "Oh man, I'd really like to do that class," or "I think this would be good for my business, but I can't afford it." You can't, but if you budgeted, you could. If you knew that there was a class in the future that you might want to take, even if you don't know what it is yet, wouldn't you be wouldn't it be great to have that money set aside so that when that did come along, it would be easy to be able to move forward with it? There are classes, groups, courses, things that you're going to want to take advantage of. Set aside money for it. Just a little bit. Off every single job, set aside just a little bit. Even if it's just $10, set aside just a little bit. By the way, if you aren't charging enough to set aside $10, you're not charging enough. Number seven, organize your email inbox, your client files, and other communications. Clean up and organize your client files, including email, including anything that is part of the communications process. If you've got 10,000 items in your inbox, and yes, I am speaking from experience, but it is in the past. I don't have 10,000 there anymore. You have a problem if you've got that many emails in your inbox. Hopefully, I'm just preaching to the choir on that one. Number eight, review and optimize your workflow. Take a look at your current workflow. Review your process manual, your procedure manual, your policy manual, and see if there are any areas that could be streamlined or improved. This could involve investing in new software. It could be delegating tasks because you really shouldn't do everything. This could be automating. This could be changing your process to be more efficient or more effective. Number 9, assess and update software and plugins. Assess and update software and plugins. This is where you're going to review all the software and plugins that you use for your business. This could be for editing, for managing, for browsing, for your CRM, and whatever you use to deliver your photographs. Ensure everything is up to date with the latest versions and check for any new tools that could enhance your workflow. And while you're really busy, you probably got an email saying that there was an update that would benefit you, but you didn't have time to deal with it at that moment. This is an opportunity to do that. Take this moment to update that software to get used to anything that's new in it. Number 10 of 12. A client satisfaction survey. Now, there's multiple ways of doing a client satisfaction survey. And my recommendation is that you send them out after you've completed the job. However, some choose to do annual reviews for their clients to benefit their clients and for them. If that's how you want to do it, send out a client satisfaction survey to gather feedback on your services over the past year. That way you can use this feedback to make improvements and better meet the needs of your clients in the coming year. Number 11, this should be done annually and as needed. An insurance policy review. Number 11 is an insurance policy review. This is where you're going to review your business insurance policy or policies to ensure you have adequate coverage for the new year. This includes equipment insurance, liability insurance, any other relevant policies. Set up an appointment with your insurance representative. They know what questions to ask and what to consider. You don't want to get this wrong. This is not something to avoid. I know it's easy to avoid this one. It doesn't sound fun because, well, it isn't. And it might mean that you're going to have to pay more. It might mean you have to pay less too, but it might mean you have to pay more. That's true. But wouldn't you rather be covered than them tell you, sorry, we don't cover that. Or we don't cover that amount, just a smaller amount. You could increase it just by a certain amount based on the equipment that you have right now because you've bought something over the year, and it might just add a tiny bit. It usually doesn't add much. This is not something to avoid. Get with your insurance agent and visit with them. Number 12, refresh your contracts and your legal documents. Refresh your contracts and legal documents. You're going to want to look over them. You're going to want to update them. But your contracts and whatever other legal documents you have, we want to ensure that you are staying up to date with any new laws or changes in your business. Now, the business practices that you have, you're in control of that. You can change that. The laws that have changed in the past year, you're probably totally unaware of those. So same thing here. Ask whoever your legal counsel is if there is anything that you need to know or that you need to update. By the way, if any of these 12 things that I've just mentioned is resonating with you today, if any of those things are things that you think, yeah, I should be doing those, will you do me a favor and just write yes, just yes, in the comments section? If there's any one of those. And of course, the handout. If you want today's handout, I'll put that here in there is the QR code, and here is the URL. And so copy that down. By the way, for whatever reason, anytime I've tried to put a URL in the comments section of Facebook, it hasn't allowed me to put it there. It says it violates community guidelines. I don't know how it's only recent. It only started last week. So I don't have a clue how that violates community guidelines. And I read it and it didn't explain why it did. So, but there you go. So write that down or use the QR code that's in the upper right corner right now. Next thing I want to go over is 8 outside of the box suggestions. And that's not the title I wanted to put up. That's the title I wanted to put up. 8 outside the box suggestions. The first is a self-portrait. Ah, the image you use of yourself should be updated at least annually. I mean, it makes no sense to hope that your clients visit you once a year or more, or at least regularly, when you're using the same portrait for the last 7 years. And even for those who opt to be mysterious and not show their face, which, by the way, I don't recommend in this industry, it's a fun exercise to create a self portrait. Now, if you don't want to do that, get a friend who's also in photography and photograph each other. Good exercise that way too. A lot of you do that already. If you haven't tried that, it's kind of fun. Here's the next suggestion: network and collaborate. Yep, that means you're going to have to get out with other people, reconnect with fellow photographers, reach out to old contacts, attend industry events. There's all kinds of group events and things going on. It's amazing to me as I go through different forums how some people are saying there's nothing ever going on in the photography world. There's no meetups, there's no get-togethers, there's no one who's willing to help. This is the 200th episode of the Portrait Profit Show. There's people willing to help. I'm not the only one. If you feel that there's no one willing to help, if you feel there's no events going on, maybe in your area, there's not much going on. That's quite possible. But online, there's a lot going on. I'm in the San Antonio area. I know some of you are watching from all over the place. So this may not be the same there. But here in San Antonio, there is constantly stuff going on. Constantly. Now, I'm looking for it. But those people who are commenting clearly haven't done the research because it's really easy to find. There's always something going on. There are 33 photography groups in the San Antonio area. They all have something going on at least once a month. So therefore, 33 opportunities? Come on. That's nothing. That's not nothing. That is something. That's exciting. But in addition to those kinds of opportunities, I want you to create your own. How about this one? Create a written goal to have lunch or coffee with one person a month, someone that you admire in your area. Send them an email, offer to pay, add it to your calendar, and automate reminders for them. Don't try to remember that. Don't expect them to remember. They've got a million things going on. Tell them, though, that you're going to send automated reminders. Let them know that's coming. The goal is not to bug them, but when someone knows something is coming and it comes, it's just you keeping your word. And everybody appreciates a person who keeps their word. Number 3, create an annual slideshow or photo book. Now, if you're starting from scratch, that's difficult. But I want you to start creating next year's annual slideshow. In Lightroom, create a new category for favorite images of the year. Then, as you're doing each job, drop your favorite image into that folder. At the beginning of each year, make a slideshow, or at the end of each year, make a slideshow or photo album with your best images from the past year. Make a slideshow of it, set it to music, put it on your social media channels, put it on your website. Make it easy for yourself, guys. Number 4, review and refresh your portfolio. Now, not everybody has one and not everybody needs one. Most do. This should be done regularly, reviewing and refreshing your portfolio. But sometimes things get away from us. In that instance, remove older work and add fresh images. Number 5, join a photography challenge. At least one. How about this? Join a 52-week photography challenge. That means every single week. You don't have to participate every week, but the challenge is going on every single week. I see marketing for these every once in a while. So do a bit of internet searching and find a year-long online photography challenge. This can help you stay motivated and consistently practice your skills throughout the year. If you don't find one, well, organize one with a local Facebook group that you appreciate. I would love for someone to volunteer to organize this for my groups, San Antonio Photography and Photo SA. If you're interested in doing that, just reach out to me, Jim at landersphotoschool.com. Now, if you're not a member already, let me put that on the screen of the San Antonio the Facebook San Antonio Photography group. Let's see. I know I have that here somewhere. And if I don't, well, I'll type it out. Nope, there it is. So facebook.com/groups/SA photo, or just search groups for San Antonio Photography. By the way, there are several groups that have the words San Antonio Photography in them. My group is just those words, just those 3 words, San Antonio Photography. That's where you will find it. Number 6, plan personal projects. These are things that you're going to do yourself. Schedule time for your personal photography projects or some creative experiments. These projects will help you stay inspired and develop new skills outside of your regular client work. Personal projects. You can even use this as a marketing tool. So I know plenty of photographers who plan personal projects, but they allow their clients to participate in it. So that maybe you need 5, maybe you need 8, maybe you need 15 people to participate. So you just let your clients know that you're doing this, and you do it. So makes for a great marketing tool. And if you need help with to make that happen, it's what I do. This is a fun tool. I guarantee you'll love this one. Let's move on to number 7 of 8. Environmental impact assessment. Not everybody finds this important, but I think most do, especially creatives. For those that find this important, do an evaluation of the environmental impact of your business. Consider changes to be more sustainable. This might include switching to eco-friendly products. This might be recycling. This may be reducing waste. But look at what it is that you're doing and see if there's any ways that you can improve. And it's a fun one, but doesn't apply to everyone. This next one is sometimes fun for people, not always, but it's something that everyone should be paying attention to. Number 8, this is the last one. Health and wellness plan. Develop a plan for maintaining your physical and mental health throughout the year. This could include scheduling regular exercise, setting aside time for relaxation and hobbies, and planning vacations or breaks, whatever it takes to avoid burnout. Maybe even plan a date night. That's good for your health too. If you've got some ideas on what I could add or what you do for your task list for January 1st, I want you to add them to the comment section. Share your thoughts. I can see some of you have already done that. Good. Share your thoughts in the comments and let's inspire each other with ways that we can align our professional actions with our life's vision. Share some of the things that maybe you do, or just show appreciation for something that you heard today. If you need any help with any of these suggestions or if with your business in general, my private coaching sessions can help you choose and implement the right tools for your business. And I want you to get started with just a free 30-minute session. You see it scrolling across the bottom right now. That is the link to my calendar, calendly.com/photo school /30 dash minutes. That takes you to my calendar and adds you right on to my calendar. And we can talk. And it's not going to cost you anything. We're almost done with the 200th episode of the Portrait Profit Show. Just the closing thoughts left. I want you to take a moment and put in the comments a takeaway from today's show. Or maybe you'd prefer to comment on what you think of the Portrait Profit Show reaching the landmark of 200 shows. It could be just as simple as thanks, Jim, and Amanda from Digital Pro Lab, because it's both of us. Here's your closing thoughts. Lens Legends, as you head into a new year, be grateful that you have these opportunities to review, to tweak, and to add to your goals. Keep in mind, each thing you do is a step to a more fulfilling and successful life. So embrace this with enthusiasm and determination, knowing that the actions you take today shape your achievements tomorrow. Starting the year with a clear and organized plan not only boosts your productivity, but also rekindles your passion for photography. Your competitors are experiencing burnout. But because you're doing these things, because you're not doing good things, you're doing right things for your business. You're updating your tools, you're reconnecting with clients, you're setting new goals. You're not just maintaining your business, you are nurturing it, allowing it to grow, allowing it to thrive. Consider each item on your list as an opportunity to reflect on your accomplishments and learn from your experiences and set your sights on your ideal life. Whether that's creating stunning self portraits, exploring new genres, or engaging with your community and individuals that you admire, let this year be a canvas where you paint your dreams with vibrant colors of creativity and dedication. Your talent deserves a solid business foundation. Your clients deserve your best work. And you deserve a business that helps you thrive in life. Now go make 2025 amazing. Here's to a year filled with inspired moments, rewarding challenges, and endless opportunities. May your camera capture stories that resonate and inspire. Happy New Year. And may your journey be remarkable and exciting. Do me a favor. Take a moment and put in the comments what you're feeling right now, what you're thinking right now. As I tell you what the upcoming shows for 2025, January 2025, are going to be. As you know, the Portrait Profit Show is every single Monday at noon, with the exception of the second Monday of each month where we move it to 6:30 in the evening. It is time to start the 2025 season. January 6th at noon is the Donut Epiphany. I like that title. What does a full bladder and Krispy Kreme have in common? Well, more than you'd think, and the answer might just change your business forever. Let me tell you a bit about that story. A pit stop at Krispy Kreme turned into more than just a bathroom break. Discover how a simple stop unlocked an epiphany about client experiences and efficient workflows. Don't miss the donut epiphany. It's a story that starts with a need for a restroom, but ends with a blueprint for success. And that is on January 6th at noon. Put it on your calendar. On January 13th at noon, excuse me, at 6:30, that's the second Monday of the month, and so we move it to 6:30 in the evening, and we do a panel discussion where we bring on 3 photographers and we ask them questions. 6:30 on January 13th. And then on January 20th at noon, we're going to do the myth of the magical tool. You've heard this. Nice picture. You must have a great camera. So, is it the camera or is it the creative behind it? Add this episode to your calendar to hear the truth about talent, tools, and how to respond to that comment with grace and confidence, or perhaps a clever comeback. Yeah, we're going to be talking about responses that you can say when someone says, nice camera or nice picture. You must have a great camera. Then on January 27th at noon, we're going to be talking about the hidden truth. Your photography business is about selling images, and that's exactly why you are struggling. In reality, you're in the emotion business, and your marketing message needs this profound shift to truly connect with ideal clients. So join me on the last Monday of January to discover the hidden psychology that top earning portrait photographers use to build a thriving business, even in saturated markets. Now you know what January looks like on the Portrait Profit Show. I want to thank you, Lens Legends. I want to thank you for joining me today. I want to thank you for joining me in many of the 200 shows that we have aired so far. I encourage you to hit that like button. I encourage you to hit that share button. I encourage you to add Portrait Profits to your calendar permanently. Tune into our next live stream a week from today at noon. Your potential, it's limitless. And as you move into 2025, I want you to embrace the power of planning, of reviewing, of enhancing. You're going to forge your path to success, and you're going to watch, you're going to look back really in wonder as your most extraordinary year, 2025, unfolds. You've got this, and it is going to be your best year ever. I hope today's lesson has given you new ideas and strategies to strengthen your business and your life. Lens Legends, you are making beautiful images, but that's not all you're making. You're making an impact on everyone around you. For Landers Photography School and Digital Pro Lab, my name is Jim Landers, and I'm bringing you the weekly Portrait Profit Show. So until I see you next week or next year, Lens Legends, keep thriving, keep growing, keep making your long-lasting mark in the world. I look forward to watching you grow. And I know that you're going to have the most amazing year ever. Bye for now.